In the fashion industry, clothing was similar to late 90s fashion, with minimalist styles among young people. Most of the late 2000s fashion was a revival of vintage clothing styles from previous decades. Popular clothing items included Uggs, high tops, hoodies, and skinny jeans.
The iPod chain was announced by Apple on October 23, 2001. The iPod forever changed how people listened and organized their music.
The 2000s signaled great advancements in the movie-making industry. Animation and CGI became popular with movies such as Shrek, Up, and Avatar. Comedies and action movies such as Iron Man, Casino Royale, and Shaun of the Dead were also very popular.
For music, while country and rock and maintained fairly popular, the most popular genres included pop, hip-hop, and contemporary R&B. Auto-tune became a very common element of music. Near the end of the decade, music that was more dance-oriented, such as trance, dubstep, and house, grew in popularity.
So deep in your eyes, I touch on you more and more every time.
The Iraq War was started by President George W. Bush, as he feared Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction and that they threatened the American people. Before he declared war, he ordered personnel to enter the Iraqi areas and search for these weapons. Although the weapons were not found, Bush declared war on Iraq to defend the country from possible attack. The war in Iraq, in our opinion, was an easy way for the U.S. government to easily obtain precious petroleum for gasoline. Although there was confrontation between the armies, the main focus seemed to be oil. The Iraqi soldiers used powerful weapons, booby traps, and napalm, and other highly explosives, and also guerrilla warfare. On Tuesday, September 11, 2001, 19 terrorists from the Islamic militant group of Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 passenger jets. The hijackers intentionally piloted the 2 planes into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center complex in New York. The 3rd plane was piloted into the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. The 4th plane was aimed at a target in Washington, D.C., but crashed in fields as passengers tried to regain control of the plane.
Hurricane Katrina slammed into the U.S. Gulf Coast on August 29, 2005, displacing 1 million people and killing 1,800. 20,000 people took shelter in the Superdome, the city's emergency shelter. A year later, electricity was restored only 60%, and the city lost 50% of its population as people left the city.
Hello!
This is my house. Oh shit!
His final count of 50 million was more than 500,000 short of Al Gore, but the Electoral College saved him. Created the No Child Left Behind Act, which held schools responsible for academic results. Let states and districts have flexibility in how to spend their federal money, used scientific research to guide classroom practice, and gave payments information on educational info.